Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss a task 2. This is a problem solution question, so it's an ideas question. So actually it is not an ideas question. It is a mixture of opinion questions. So there is an opinion question here. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? And they're asking some sort of opinion. So what sorts of punishment should parents and teachers be allowed to use teach good behavior to children? So this is actually a mixture of questions. So we need to give our personal opinion in the first question. The second question, if we are agreeing, then we are going ahead with the second question. If you disagree completely, you don't need to answer the second question. So let's look at the question first. So we have statements like this. It is important for children to learn difference between right and wrong at an early age. So in order to teach children the difference between the right and wrong at an early age, it is suggested that punishment is necessary. It means it is inevitable to help them learn this distinction. It is punishments are inevitable to make children understand the difference between what is good and what is bad. This is what opinion is. Do you agree or disagree? This is the first question. So it becomes an opinion question, a personal opinion question. Do you agree or disagree? That's question number one. And if you agree, then only you can answer the second question. If you agree, you can say, if punishments are necessary, then you can say punishment is needed. But what punishment should parents and teachers need to give children? If you completely disagree to this particular question, then this question becomes irrelevant. So this is something, it's something complex. If you completely agree or agree to a great extent or to a greater extent, if you mark agree, except this point, so this is disagree, this is agree. So if you agree from this point to this point, for 99%, if you mark somewhere there, then you have to attend this particular question. But if you disagree, completely disagree, I don't want punishment at all. If you are taking this particular stand, then this particular question becomes irrelevant. It doesn't have any value there. So this is what the thing is, actually. Now, let's move ahead. So this is an opinion question. This is a general question, if you are answering both. So we call it as a hybrid question. So we have two types of questions here. The same time, they are asking your opinion. The same time, if you agree, then you need to answer in general, what do you think is the best punishment should parents and teachers can award to the children? Now let's move ahead with the answer. So the first sentence, it is widely believed that in order to make children distinguish between right and wrong, punishments become inevitable at their tender ages. At their tender ages, at an early age, it becomes inevitable. It is necessary. Okay. So these are the crucial words I have marked. Tender ages, early age, necessary, inevitable. in order to distinguish between right and wrong. So this is right and wrong. So I have copied it like that. But the main focus is on two areas: early age, that is tender ages, and necessary or mandatory or inevitable. This is the two focus words we are going to focus on this particular essay. Is it necessary at this age, at an early stage? That's the question. So the time is the question. It is necessary. Necessary means it is inevitable. It should be made mandatory. It is not optional. It is a must. It should be there. We need to punish children at a very small age. This is the question. I think this is not advisable as numerous better alternatives are available. We have numerous better alternatives. So I don't think that this is advisable. It means I am not against it. I'm not completely disagreeing. I said there are numerous alternatives available in order to make children distinguish between right and wrong. We do have many options. At this particular situation, punishments are not advisable. This is what the thesis is. The second question is not answered because I have not agreed directly. Now, excuse me, I move to the first particular paragraph. The cardinal reason, it's the main reason why I do not recommend any punishment at this age. Which age? The tender age, the small age. The cardinal reason, the key reason, the prime reason, the basic reason, the fundamental reason, the primary reason why I do not recommend. I am not recommending the punishment. Is because any sorts of punishment, I've mentioned this, any punishment, is because their brains are not fully developed to learn what exactly is right and wrong. To be precise, at this early period, they would often find confused if they are disciplined. If they are taught discipline, they get often confused because their brains are not that much developed to understand what is good, what is bad. You can see many children are seen repeating the same behavior even after several attempts. You can see it, there's an example. We have several punitive measures given, awarded to children. Even after that, children, they be repeating the same thing, behavior. That's something we can see, that we discipline children, we punish children, still they'll be having their own, they'll be continuing the behaviors. Now, the second reason why I think it is not advisable is because it might have some sorts of emotional disturbance in them. So we have the first reason, they have not developed their minds, the brain, intellectually and emotionally. The second thing is that emotional disturbance, they may feel emotional disturbance. So if a child is physically or emotionally punished, it primarily creates negative emotions like stress, anxiety, panic, or aggression. So these are the things that you are going to expect in a children. When you punish, it creates negative emotions in them. They feel stress, they feel anxious, They feel panic, fear is created. They feel some sorts of grudge, violence, and aggression in varying levels. In some children, the impact of these may stay longer and would affect badly later in their life. You can say that. As a better alternative, parents and other elders should be good role models in front of children of this tender age. So, as a better alternative, so we have two negative effects. If I punish them, two things are there. The cardinal reason is their brains are not fully developed. The second reason, it will be having some emotional disturbances in them. We have better alternative. Parents and other elders should be good role models in front of the children at this tender age. As a better alternative. If you expect your child to do good thing, you do good thing in front of the children. You please don't misbehave in front of the children. Don't raise voice, don't mess the things here and there. All these things, children are keen observers. They will not everything. So you have to be good role models, parents, teachers, or other elders or relatives, whoever it is. Instead of punishing them, do good in front of them. Be kind to others. Socialize with people. Help others. Wake up early in the morning. So you need go to bed early at night. Have limited food. Don't have habits like smoking or alcoholism. So all these things are to be perfect. If you are a perfect parent, if you are a perfect elders, no worries. That is the best alternative than punishing the children. Other options are moral stories. Childhood plays in which good behaviors are integrated. Childhood plays are there, songs are there, dramas are there, role plays are there, moral stories are there. These are all methods because children are attracted to these things. They will be reading comic books, you can integrate some morals there. They'll be playing some games, you can integrate some sort of moral stories or some sort of these things there. If you narrate a story to the children, then which contains moral, that's good. They will be understanding what is good and bad, and that is better way of understanding. So if they understand in such a way, they will never forget that those lessons in their life, and they try to keep this as long as they live. So these things are better than disciplining children in a harsher way. So this is what the paragraph says. But I have to say, punishments are necessary in early childhood in case of children who exhibit extreme maladaptive behaviors. We can see children are exhibiting extreme maladaptive behaviors. In such cases, I recommend punishments. It becomes necessary for those children who find themselves in these problems, that is extreme maladaptive behaviors. Except in such cases, can say, in such cases, you can give punishments. Except in such cases, punishments are advisable only in the latter childhood when they have almost attained adequate intellectual and emotional maturity to identify the consequences of their behavior. So if they can identify what the consequences of their behavior, it means the result of what they do. If they are able to think, if they have the cognitive ability to understand what exactly is the after effect of this particular behavior, then till then you cannot punish them. So this is the situation. When they are able to understand the consequences of their behavior, they can be given punishments. At this stage too, even in this stage, harsh corporal punishments are not recommended from the part of either parents or teachers. So parents and teachers are recommended to not to award corporal punishment, not to do any harsh punishments on children. You have to be lenient. It means if you are punishing them, it should be lenient. So no heavy punishment to children. So this is what this paragraph is. So I have answered parents and teachers. They are not recommended to give corporal punishments. The question is that what they can give. I told they should not give what they should not give this thing. It means they have to go ahead with the lenient punishments. To conclude, except in unavoidable situation, punishments are acceptable, unacceptable in early childhood. In early childhood, punishments are unacceptable, except in unavoidable situations. However, children can be punished in a lenient way in the later stages of their childhood. In the later stages of their childhood, children can be punished. So this is the summary. We have framed the 3 paragraphs body. The first paragraph, why I oppose the punishments. The second paragraph, if you oppose, what is the alternative? Now, in what cases we can give punishments, and the conclusion. So this is what the summary of basic. Hope you might have understood, everyone. Thank you.